Hi, my name is Justice Borden, and this is my PE equipment shopping spree assignment. And so for this assignment, the goals of this assignment was to buy an equipment that could be useful in your classroom to students, and the budget you had was $500. So including shipping, you couldn't exceed the amount of $500. And so I chose these foam balls because they can be introduced into the classroom in a safe way. They can help students learn throwing skills rather than using hard baseballs or dodgeballs that can injure students. These foam balls are soft and don't bounce after they hit the ground. This can also prevent these balls from being lost and cannot roll away. They can also be used in future activities like targeting activities that are seen in the photo where the children are trying to knock down the bowling pins with the ball. The second item was my bullseye target toss because students can practice their targeting and overhand and underhand throwing skills by tossing their ball onto the mat. This can also be used within a math lesson due to the fact that students have to deal with addition and subtraction while playing this game. The bean bags are also soft and will not cause harm to the other students or gym equipment. My third item was an activity pack, which included various equipment, as you can see, like frisbees, wiffle balls, bats, soccer balls, basketballs, footballs, cones, and jump ropes. So included in this pack are all those items, and these items can be used when dealing with teaching sports, and the jump ropes can be used for cardio activities as well as the cones, and many of these can be used to make an obstacle course as well. So I think overall the equipment in this pack can be used over various courses of lessons because it's very versatile. My fourth item I chose to buy was the fitness dice as a fun way to incorporate dice into fitness. Many students are used to playing or rolling dice in board games, but these games work out the mind usually. Rather than only working the mind, these fitness dice will allow students to include fitness when playing a game rather than just their mind. The dice includes various physical exercises that can aid in preparation for the fitness test as well. My fifth item was hurdles and cones because I think once students learn the concept of jumping, they're able to challenge themselves and jump over the hurdle at different heights. This hurdle set has cones that include various holes in them, so crossbars level can be moved higher or lower depending on the student's skill level. This equipment can also be used during an obstacle course to crawl underneath it or jump over it. My sixth item were flat hula hoops. I chose to get the hula hoops set because hula hooping is a good source of cardio. It also helps incorporate dance into fitness, and it shows how cardio fitness does not always have to include running or jogging around the track or sprinting. Instead, it can include having fun doing something like dancing. I also chose to buy these because they can be used for step-throughs, hopping in or out, and an agility course as well. My seventh item was that I chose to buy the Spalding Tic-Tac-Toe because it's an interesting game where students can play against each other while working on a specific skill such as throwing. Students can practice their targeting by throwing and tossing their beanbags onto the desired space in order to beat their opponent. The backside of this mat has a backyard golf in which students can try and hit even smaller targets for a hole-in-one. There are 2 games in one on this equipment, and as the student's skill level goes up, they're able to flip it onto the golf side, which is way more challenging due to the small size of the targets. My 8th item were calisthenic exercise mats because they can be used for yoga, stretching, and for calisthenic exercises. On this mat, there are 10 examples of calisthenic exercises in which students can perform. These would come in handy during a circuit because this teacher can say a specific movement and students can look at their mat to remind them of the form or exercise. Next, I chose to buy a foam roller because mobility and stretching is just as important to fitness as moderate to vigorous physical activity is. This foam roller can benefit students because it can help roll out their muscles and prepare them for physical activities. If a student is sore, they may also use this foam roller to help roll out their soreness using guided stretches the teacher suggests. Lastly, I invested in 3 different strengths of resistance bands. These bands can benefit students in various ways. The 3 resistance bands can be used to warm up leg or glute muscles for activity. Each different colored band has a different resistance level to increase the challenge for students. These bands may also be used to aid in stretching by wrapping it around a foot to stretch one side, or wrap it around a sturdy object to help stretch arms out as well. It is important to have various strengths of resistance to be sure to include every student's skill level during the activities. So when looking at the equipment I bought, I was very happy with the amount that I got. In the end, my total came out to almost $496. All of the equipment I chose to invest in has various ways it can be used within the classroom. I enjoyed choosing equipment because I knew it would prove to be very useful and effective in class because of how versatile it is, as well as how long it would last. I think people are very versatile and can perform various skills, so it is important for equipment to be able to keep up with that and be versatile as well. And then here's my works cited. Thank you.